Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're back out in the shop today doing a few jobs that I need to wrap up, work on, mostly on the my customers, my only customer I ever had. He brought me a 250 and a 400 Yamaha. So anyway, if you've seen those, you don't need me to explain it. But anyway, I've got the Petcock out of the 250 and the carburetor out of the 400. So on the carburetor, I replaced this. This would be an emulsion tube, but this end up here, you probably can't see it. This end up here is warped. I don't know if I can get it close enough you can see it. It's not nice and round. And I don't know if that's going to make a difference or not, but it being an incorrect shape could definitely affect the way the air goes across it and how much gas it pulls up through the main jet down below. I don't know if it makes that much difference or not, but it was $14 or something like that. So I thought I better change it while I'm in there. So that carb is pretty much all back together. Everything is clean. Everything I've done on it. Let me show you down here. See how clean it is and nice. You can see down in there, that's that piece, the top of it. That's the new one. And I blew through it. All the holes and passages and everything are all cleaned out, so we're ready to put that back on. And I think it's got sparks, so we're ready to see if that'll fire up after I get this DT250 off the list here. All right, what are we going to work on? Let's get you back a ways and you can look down on what I'm doing. Hopefully. Let's see if we're about in the right area. And here's the Petcock. After it spent some time in there, I did some scraping on it. There's supposed to be a screen on here, but it was full of holes, so that's not going to work. These are all the parts I gathered up for it. This is called a valve. This is called an O-ring, in case you didn't know. This is called a plate washer, but it's not really. It's a rubber seal, and it goes under the screws that hold the Petcock up into the tank. That's to seal around those screws so you don't get any leaks. And then this is the seal that goes right in this groove around here. It's an O-ring. Now I still am going to do a little bit more cleanup on this. I took this over. I've had a problem with these. If they're a little pitted or scratched up or whatever, once you get the lid tightened on this, you can't, you can hardly move this lever. So I took this over with some 7,000 grit or 5,000 grit sandpaper, and I put it on a piece of glass over there. I got a heavy glass that's fairly straight, and I put some oil on it, some light oil on it. And I just moved it around until it was nice and smooth. And I'm hoping That's all it'll take to put this thing back together right. So, what do we got to do first? We got to get this out of here. So, let's see if we can cut that off. I don't know. Maybe. I always keep some of these. I've had to work on several machines and they all need them. Alright, that goes right in there just like it should. It's the correct part number. This goes in on top of it. Doesn't seem to bind that way, but we're not there yet. So there's a wave washer here. You can probably see that it's not straight. It's kind of a spring to hold tension against that valve in there. And then there's this thing, and guess what? It's kind of rusty. I don't like rusty. Let's see if I can fire up a Dremel here with a wire brush on it and see if we can make that rust go away. What do you think? Can we or can't we? Sure we can. Well, you can almost see what it says now. Now this goes on, I believe, like this. Let's see. Yep. You can tell it's on right. Wrong. It's on wrong. Dummy. 'Cause it's got to be like that. So the wording then is right side up when this is installed. Alright, so we got a couple of screws. Well, we had a couple of screws. What did I do with them? I probably lost them. I do that from time to time. Here we are. There's the screws. These two small ones hold this in place. I got the wave washer underneath there. I don't have any replacement screws like this, so I guess I'll just use these. And since they're all rusty on top, I'll hit them with my Dremel just to see if I can shine them up a bit. Not really. All right, let's tighten them down. I think I remember when I took them out that one of them's the place where you put the screwdriver is a little jimmied up, but not real bad. All right. Yeah, I don't want to turn now. Alright, so we're going to find something. What I use usually is petroleum jelly. I figure if it's made from petroleum, it shouldn't hurt rubber, right? All right, let me see if I can find some kind of lubricant to put on those. All right, we got a little lubricant on there. Let's see if it's any better. Let's see if that's any better, shall we? Yep. On. Off. Reserve. It's a little stiff yet, but run through a couple of tanks with pre-mixed gas, and maybe that oil will fix it up a little bit. All right, the bottom down here has a simple, there was another screen here. Both of those screens will be replaced by using an external gas filter, because you just can't get those screens. Now, I could have just bought a whole new Petcock, but you know, I like to keep them as original as possible. Okay, let's see if we looks like we're on there. All right. It's on reserve, so let's see if we can blow through it. We can't. Maybe it's not on reserve. Maybe it's on reserve now. Yep. So this end points to what it's doing. But unfortunately, wait. Oh, that's on. That's what's the matter with me. This is the on pipe here. So this is pointing to the word that's correct. So I can blow through this when it's in on. Let's see what it does when it's in off. Can't blow through. In actuality, I can blow through a little bit, and that's not a good thing. Now, if I blow through this down here, that's reserve, and that works. But I'm going to take it apart again, because I don't like the fact that I can blow through there when it's off. It's just leaking a little bit, but it's leaking. I don't know if there's anything I can do about it or not. I guess we'll find out. So how's things going where you're at? Weather out here has been passable. Yeah, there's not much difference I can make here, I don't think. I can try putting a little bit of lubricant up here, but I don't think that's going to help. I can try putting a little bit behind this. Just down in here, that may help. I don't know. Let me see. Let me get a little. I'm just going to put it on this. It's just grease. Now we'll put that back in there. Wipe the excess grease off. Put this back in. Put the spring washer back on there. Put the guard back up there. And once again, put the screws in. All right, it's on. Perfect. It's off. I don't think it's leaking anymore. I don't know how long that'll last. That grease that I put on there, I'll probably just wash off and first time we put gas through it. But that seems to be all okay. Now, these little things, I sourced these from Yambits in England. They call them plate washers, but they're more like gaskets, and they seal around the screws you put in there. We're going to look at, let's see, where's I think we may have some new screws because the other ones are all kind of cruddy. There they are. But let's see, what size are they? These about right here. All right, you didn't see that. I found these two, and they're just about the same size. They are the same size, and they're all nice and shiny. All nice and shiny. We'll put these in here in case the others don't work. I got a division in there that's just for old and rusty and still usable things. All right, this has got the two of those on there, and we're going to take them off just because they're old. Well, I'm old too, but you know, don't replace me. Not yet. I'll get there. All right, we'll scrape this off good. I will be resharpening my knife tonight. There's actually an indent there. I'm going to hit that with the wire brush too. Clean it all up nice. Both sides, we don't want any leaks. I got a little TW200 out there that the Petcock is going to need this kind of treatment too, because it leaks like a sieve. All right, so we take these two brand new ones. I guess they are washers. They're kind of hard material. I thought they were rubber. but they're a hard material. So I won't take issue with the Yamaha parts people again. Let's go put this on the tank. You're going to have to get higher. All right. So here it is. I should clean that up with something. How about a little bit of gasoline? I think this thing has been repainted once. I'm not sure. I think they did a pretty decent job. So, we got to get this piece in the base of that. Well, come on. Open up there. Quit fighting me. All right. This is a part number 214-24512. And I always keep a few of those in stock. The hard part is going to be to get it to lay down on this groove here and stay there while I put it in the tank, I think. I'll take these screws out for right now. Otherwise I'm just going to drop them. And they'll probably go right in the tank. Alright, now the lever has to face out. Otherwise you won't be able to switch back and forth. Right? Right. All right. You see what we're doing there? I don't know that it matters. You can kind of imagine that one. Get that O-ring all flattened out in there. And we're ready to put this guy back on, I think. I soaked it in vinegar for several days. And there's some rust in it, but I think the throw some oil and gas in there, and I think it'll be fine. Oh, you know what? We're not going to be putting the gas tank on for a while. Before I do any of that, I'm gonna attack the electrics on this bike. And I'll be needing to get at the cable connections and wire connections and all that kind of stuff. So this little beauty will just have to wait. Well, folks, I'm not really sure if everybody likes this type of content where I go into these little tasks and do them all the way through. It'd be nice if you leave a little comment if that's what you like, or if you'd like to see less detail. Just kind of whiz through these things like this one. Maybe you'd say, well, I'm going to fix this up. Here's the parts. And then throw them in off camera, and then put the thing back on the tank, and then put the tank on the bike. And, you know, all in all, 2 or 3 minutes and you're done. And make it part of a bigger one where you accomplish more in one time on one video. I don't know what people like. I do know one thing. The one where I said the old guy was embarrassed got 3 times as many views as my regular ones. So people like to see people get embarrassed, I guess. Anyway, it's the old guy signing off. So we'll see you on the next one. Let me know what you like. All right? Bye.